She's going live. And it's dark in here. Hey, good morning. Boy, it is dark. Really need the two lights. One light has been sacrificed for painting. Good morning. Hey, this is the 5am Mester Scrum Show. It's Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach. Hope you're doing well today. It is Monday after the Thanksgiving holiday here in the States. It's about 8:50 a.m. And this is our 474th show. And I got this train here. Speed. So two things I want to talk about today from an Agile perspective, Scrum too. Let's say more Agile. Mother Hens syndrome, mothering syndrome, I call it. And then the art. It's built for speed and not necessarily what everybody uses it for. So the art is a safe way of scaling in art. We'll talk about that a little bit. And that's why I got the train. We'll talk about the Agile Release Trains or art. Okay. So I got my high-speed diesel. Looks fast, doesn't it? Versus something like an old truck. Here you go. What's faster? The old truck or the big diesel? I don't know. What do you think? All right. So I got to get this going because it is Monday and I got to go to work. And I'm really late getting everybody situated and going and moving along. Kids are off today. One of their friends is coming over. And I had to sacrifice one of the lights for painting. So one of the show lights is being used right now to light up my entire house so we can paint in the dark when it gets late at night. And that's kind of what I've been doing over the weekend. Anyway, why are we here? What do we talk about? Well, we talk about Scrum and Agile in a practical and tactical way. So you get home to your family and friends. So you could do projects that your product owner in the household tells you we need to get done. And you figure it's more important to get those projects done than it is the things that you really want to do because we got to get those things done and it can reduce pain. No. Anyway, that's not how you're supposed to deal with your product owner. But it's good. It made more value, more sense to the household as a whole, as a company, to help contribute to what they wanted to do versus what I want to do. Sometimes you can't do what you always want to do yourself. So anyway, Mother Hen syndrome. I had wrote these things down a couple days ago, and I didn't get to do the show, so I'm going to do them now. And what I talk about in the world of Agile and Scrum is I have so many Scrum Masters and Agile coaches and managers, though they act different way. They say they don't want conflict and progress and failure. Or they are okay with failure, but then they act a different way. But I want to stick with the Scrum Masters today. So a lot of Scrum Masters are really big on trying to protect the team and not put stuff on them. But sometimes we got to do what we got to do, even if we don't want to do it. But it contributes to the overall operation of the organization. And they try to protect their team from failure. They try to protect their team from having to do stuff like enter data into a system or to share and be open with the team. And they're so worried about, you want to have a safe space. We talked about that before. You need safety. But part of the safety is being open and getting things done too. That contributes to safety. Maybe as we explain things like, why do we want to put data into the system and share? One, it keeps us honest with ourselves and with the team and provides a little bit of safety because if everybody outside the team sees how we're doing or within the team how we're doing, they're less likely to jump on the team every day. How you doing? How you doing? Are you doing okay? Are you doing okay? Are you doing okay? Everything good? Everything, if they can see it in a visible way, theoretically they don't have to do that. Problem is, one of those managers, those old project managers, the PMO office, they have yet to see anybody share that information, so they haven't built a trust in the system of Agile to take hold to allow that to happen. And we as Scrum Masters can't mother hen or protect our teams to the point where it's detrimental to the team. There's a point where you protect them, but there's a point where you got to let go and say, if you don't do this, I can't protect you, right? This is part of the job, right? And we have to weigh that and help them understand that and everybody wants to take stuff. There's a balance there where you can help them out, but we just have to be careful that we're not mother henning our teams and letting them get away with stuff which they should be doing and with the minimum expected work just because we want to take it. It's like doing your kids' homework, right? So many parents I've met over the years that would do the homework for their kids. And I'm like, oh my God, you can't do your kids' homework. You got to let them learn and fail. I help my kids to the point where I'm like quizzing them, asking them questions, going through drills in their heads, but I don't do their homework with them, right? I may show them an example how to do it and then let them do the rest of it just to make sure that we're both on the same page, because this new math stuff, I don't know if I can get it. So that's what I do. But I don't do their homework for them. I don't write the sentences for them. They come up with their ideas. I'll help them as they need help. Get them a dictionary if I have to. Here's a dictionary. Here's a tool. Give them a dictionary, right? So just be careful on the the mothering of the teams from us as Scrum Masters, trying to overly protect our kids and put bubble wrap all around them. They do need to get a little couple things and bumps, and that they don't meet their goals for the sprint. Let them fail and not meet their goals for the sprint. Maybe if they do it enough times, they won't take on so much work and they'll learn to say no. All right. So that's the mothering part. Now, the next part, art built for speed, right? So an art is an Agile Release Train. Theoretically, there'd be lots of cars on the back of this train, and you just move them all together in sync, right? And this was built for speed, as you can see. It's got wings on it, and everything is pretty cool. This is a G-scale train. Now, this is my own little train we bought at a show. I think I got it for like $60. Anyway, it's actually got 3 parts. It's huge. It's awesome. It's neat. At least my house ain't big enough to put it out though. So anyway, so what I see going on with SAFe and these arts is people are focused on the wrong thing. SAFe is a beautiful thing. I like it the way it's created. I like the way it's scaled. However, I believe most organizations are misusing it and not thinking about it right. And I was at a Scrum of Scrums the other day with a bunch of what do you want to say? Scrum of Scrums. COP for Scrum Masters. And I talked about SAFe. And I said, what SAFe is really meant to do is to take a project that one team would take a year to get done. Like if the one team took a year, I don't have my whiteboard. I'm still in my house. My room is office a mess because everything from painting the house. Guess what? Every time I clean my office, it all comes back in. I'm hoping to get it all painted so I can get it out of the office and get my office back. So in the world of SAFe and a train, so you got 4. So one team could take a year. Let's say one team takes a year. So the idea behind the train is you get 4 teams working in parallel. What do you need to do to coordinate those 4 teams and take that year-long process and squish it down to a quarter or 3 months? So what used to take a year to get out onto the street should only take 3 months. If your SAFe organization, your trains, aren't getting the product out in 3 months, I mean real product, and like product that 4 teams or whatever would be working on at the same time to get out, some massive revolutionary product in 3 months, then you're doing SAFe wrong. It's the truth. You're doing it wrong. The idea is you take a project that would take a year to get done, you move it into and get it done within 3 months. That's the idea behind SAFe. It's called speed. If you ever look at the graphics designed on the SAFe, it's always a high-speed locomotive in the SAFe model, right? It's not a pull cart. It's not like the old truck I got there that just move around. It's more of a freight train moving 60 miles an hour or 120 miles an hour with all its cars. So what you have to ask yourself when you're doing SAFe, are we doing this so we can match up to the organization and find a home for everybody? Or are we doing this to push product out in 3 months and getting 3 teams to work together or a bunch of teams working together and get it out in the same time, right? So the teams are working in parallel so they can get it out the door in a quicker manner. That's what you got to ask your questions. That's what SAFE's about. It's not about finding stuff and getting a rhythm, all these teams doing different things and still taking a year to get a product line out the door. The idea is you get the product line out in 3 months, right? So challenge yourselves. Challenge your organization. Challenge them doing SAFE. Challenge the art. Are we here working? Do we get stuff out in 3 months? Or are we still taking a year to get stuff out? You know, maybe it's a PMO organization or a project management organization morphed into, quote, safe world. Think about it. Anyway, that's what I have today. Please give us a thumbs up, like our show, ring the bell if you want to keep tracking what we're doing. Gonna put more stuff out there. Just took the holidays off, did some stuff with the kids. I'll put some little videos. Shot off a cannon on Friday. What do we do? Shot a cannon off on Friday. Eddie did some fail army stuff. I got to put that up. And the one thing about YouTube and social media, it's very fickle. I think YouTube de-promoted us for some reason. Anyway, not getting quite as many hits, but that's okay. I don't do it for the hits. I do it just to share with you. Hope you're having good. Have a great day, and keep on scrumming. Happy scrumming. Bye. See ya. Take care.